The budget week continues here at Parliament tonight. The opposition leader, Anthony Albanese, delivers his budget reply. Let's get some analysis on what we should expect. Graham Richardson joins me, my colleague. Richo, you've seen a lot of these come and go over the years. How important is it for an opposition leader, particularly as we start nearing the electoral season, within the next 12 months, we've got the election. How important is tonight for Albo?
Well, it's important to set a tone. I don't think the average Aussie is going to know much about tonight or care much about tonight. But what it does do is it means that the gallery get to see what you're made of, get to see if you've got anything to offer that's new, that's different, that's exciting. And they also will get an opportunity to try and see if we have a leader who can win. And I think that's really the importance of tonight. Anthony Albanese has got to convince people that he's a winner, that he's on a roll, that he knows exactly what he's doing, that he understands Australians, that he understands what they want, what they need, and he knows how much of that he can give them. And I'll be as interested as anyone tonight to see how he goes.
So it comes down to what is almost the political intangible, but it's gold if you can grab a bit of it. Political momentum, Richo.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to have momentum, and budgets always give governments some. And I think this is no exception. The budget had quite a number of giveaways in it, so I think if you read the papers, it's been accepted as a fairly benign budget. Well, Anthony Albanese's got a job in front of him, because he's got to try and grab some of that momentum for himself. It's never easy for an opposition leader in a non-election year. Never easy. Hard work, hard going. But I think he's built for it, and I'm hoping it goes well.
Now, what does the budget say about the electoral and election timing, in your view? What would the advisors be saying to Scott Morrison? As we know, Prime Ministers go when they think they can win. What's your best guess on when it'll be?
Well, I think what this budget did was make a November election possible. Now, I know that Scott Morrison is a cautious man. He's not given to risk-taking. He's a very steady guy. I think that he'll be tempted to go early, but he's not going to make his mind up on that yet. He's going to wait and see if it really is to his advantage. My feeling overall is, yes, we'll go early. But the difficulty with that is you've got to come up with a tricky line, because let's face it, there's no reason whatsoever to go early. So you've got to justify it, and you have to justify it with slick spin, not because you can't justify it logically.
You've got a situation where Josh Frydenberg was cautious in some respects, in the sense that he's continued projects that have worked. Things like the business incentives, the lost carryback, the instant asset write-off, those things where they believe they've worked, they've continued, but cautious in one way, but that can camouflage what is a really almost revolutionary shift in Liberal philosophy here, Richo. Massive spending involved here.
It's an incredible switch. If you look at their whole history, it's been all about restraint. It's all about keeping a lid on expenditure. Well, the lid just blew off. The lid is gone. And it went in this explosive effort of the government to throw money at every possible problem, and some that aren't. Money has been thrown in every direction in a way that I don't think any Liberal budget has done previous to this. Now, the justification obviously is COVID and recession, etc. But gee, there's a lot of spending here, Kieran.
There certainly is, and tonight Anthony Albanese trying to find a path forward. Many have said that it doesn't leave him with much room, given it's almost a Labor-style budget in some respects. But tonight we're expecting Albanese to focus on public housing, apprenticeships in green energy, combating wage theft as well. He needs to be, while maybe not big spending, some ideas to at least set the path that you spoke of earlier, Richo.
Yeah, he does. Frydenberg's left him a pretty narrow field to go by, and that's clever politics. That's, I suppose, what treasurers love to do. But the one thing that stands out to me is it's a long time since people got a wage rise, Kieran. And I think if Anthony Albanese can hone in on that, can hone in on the fact that your wages have stayed the same basically for 5 years. I mean, I know there's been little movements, but essentially for 5 years, no one's got an increase. I think that there's fertile ground there. Let's see how much he can plant in the time he's got available.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that's the area where he'll be most potent if he can zero in on that now and up to the next election. Richo, talk to you soon.
Good on you, mate. Thank you.